Hello and welcome back. My name is Vanessa from Wild Woman Bushcraft. Today I start a new 24 hours trip in our great nature in the Wildernes. And if you want, you can accompany me. So let's go. Snow and wet earth is perfect to read the signs of the wildlife animals. Here you can see the track from a rabbit, front and back. And if you want to see an animal, it would be easy to follow those tracks. But in the winter times it can be deadly for the animals because their whole organism slows down. It is hard to find food for them. So when you follow now the tracks and the animal had to run away, it can be deadly because maybe they don't have enough energy at this time because they don't find enough food. So don't follow those tracks, go into an other direction. Can you see there those dead spruce trees here? The bark beetle killed them. Such dead trees are always on risk because these are the first ones that fall in a storm. So always check your area around. Also when you search for a place for stay for the night, always look up. Maybe a tree is dead in the upper part or some big branches are in the crown of the tree. Those are so-called widow maker because they can fall down in a storm and kill you. So always be careful and check your whole area around. This spruce tree is dead and had no bark anymore. And here you can see the tracks, the signs from the bark beetle. The bark beetle eat the part between the wood and the bark, and now the liquid can't flow anymore into the tree, and because of this he died. So this here is the place where I want to spend the night. Maybe you remember the spot from videos in the past, this is one of my favorite places because yeah, the area is so great with these gigantic rocks. It is a perfect fire heat reflector, so I make my fire always really close to the wall because then the heat comes back directly. And it is possible to make a safe, bigger fire here because the ground is covered with stones and sand. So at first I start now to build my camp. Tonight I sleep under the tarp, so at first I had to check the area where I want to sleep, that there are no rocks and no branches, and then I had to fix it. It is a little bit difficult here because it had to stand completely free. There are no trees around where I can fix the tarp, but if the ground isn't too hard, too frozen, I can make it possible. This tarp is now a little bit like a tent. It is not already complete fixed. I fixed the part at the end. This is normal, the middle from the tarp. The end is fixed at the ground. The other part is fixed here at the branch. And the branch is fixed with a paracord here in the ground. And the front parts are also fixed. And the both ends from the other side are now not fixed. I put them here into this frame and use it as a ground part, so I have a complete dry part at the end of this construction. I'm not sure if you can see it, but the end of the top is now covered with the part of the top that I don't need for my construction. And here in front, where already snow is, I have a small second top, and with this at the ground I have a complete dry place here at the ground. Today it is really small, the top construction, because I don't want to have so much air around me, so I can heat it a little bit with my body. My camp is ready now. At least before I go to bed I had to shake my sleeping bag, but everything else is complete ready. So I can go direct to the next step, making fire. And you can see in the background that I have enough firewood here, and a lot of this dead wood is not at the ground. That means that it is a little bit drier. Of course it is covered with snow, but when wood lay at the ground it is much more wet as when it is in the air like here. And from the last time I was here and spent the night, I had a lot of firewood complete ready, so I can start directly, and I had a lot more time. Here is my fireplace, and there is my firewood from the last time. It is here direct under the air, under the rock, so it is complete dry and I can start it directly. The only thing that I had to do before I start the fire is put the leaves here away, because they are also really dry here, and if a spark came on top of the leaves it would burn, so I had to make it away. The wood under the rock isn't so dry as I thought. You can see here, this is the mycel from a mushroom, so it is wet. I can't use it for the beginning of the fire, but the other part is dry. In the winter time, when you only can do the essential things, you can make sometimes life a little bit harder in the bush. So I have here a self-made fire starter. This is cotton with Vaseline and some small parts from the Maya stick from Firewood. It is a perfect fire starter. Today I want to keep it as easy as is possible. That means also I don't want to make much firewood. This here is what I collect. At first it is not enough, but for the beginning it is enough, and I don't want to cut it. So normally I make so much firewood, I use the axe, I use the saw, and today I don't want to use these tools because I have here my beginning fire, my starter fire, and I want to put all those branches in one piece on top of the fire, and only when it burns away I had to push it again over the fire and yeah, make a very, very simple but effective fire today. Inside there is my fish, and I had to make the branch now a little bit smaller that I can fix the fish with this branch, and then I had to build a construction with that I can put the fish over the fire. Maybe I just chop the second end and put it into the ground. Maybe it is stable enough. This fish is called trout, and I want to cook it with the branch over the fire. In Bavaria we call it Steckerlfisch. That means fish roasted on a branch over the fire. And I had to come with this part here through the mouth, go here into the meat, here this part, and came up again here at this part from the fish, and then I just have to cook it over the fire. So. Bast. It is not good when the fish is direct in the fire. It is better when it is close to the fire or close to a pot with only amber, otherwise it will burn. So, and my branch isn't complete soft. This has a positive effect that my fish hold better, and from time to time I had to change the position that every part will be hot. And to check if it is ready, you can touch this part here. When this part goes out very softly, very easy, the meat is ready. When not, you have to wait again. I hear so many noises in the forest, but something like this I never hear before. It was, at first I thought, okay, yeah, it is time for the owls, they come out, because in this area there are many owls. But it wasn't an owl, so it was no deer. It sounds a little bit like a mix from a wild boar, those and an owl. I don't know. Maybe you have an idea what this was. I don't know. Aha, jetzt geht's los. So now I tell you a secret. The best part from the wolffish is here. This is a tick from me. I always had to eat it. This part here. Outdoor hygiene had to be simple, so a moss-covered stone with snow had to be enough. The same with the knife. I love this knife. Had to be enough. I relax now a little bit here at the campfire and just be quiet. It is a little bit difficult than my other trips because today I am completely alone. Normally I have always one from my dogs with me, but today nothing. Yeah, I have my branch from the fish to protect me from the monsters in the wood. No, I am not afraid. I have no idea what kind of noise this was before. I never heard this before, but I am not afraid. So I feel very safe in the forest. It took a lot of time to come to this point that I feel safe, and I am not afraid when I hear noises around. But at the beginning, when I start to go outside alone, I was in shock every 10 minutes because I hear something, noises from the wildlife animals. And today I don't check it when I hear something around because my brain knows this is a normal forest noise. When a human is around, I understand this is the noise from a human. So I feel much better after all these years in the forest. At the beginning it was horrible, terrible, really. I don't sleep well at the beginning. But now my brain knows what is human, what is animal. Here is one noise that I don't have before because sometimes snow falls down here from the rocks and this noise is new for me, so I check from time to time what was that, but I'm really not afraid anymore. Yeah. Complete silent here. I enjoy it. Okay. It is not complete silent, this was a train. Oh man. My fire construction was not so good as I thought because the branches need a direct contact to the ember at the ground. They are always here in the air, so you have to put small branches here close over the ember that these big branches burn. But it was very easy. I think I made a construction like this in the winter time often in the future. You cannot see it because my camera doesn't film such a low light, but the moon is really bright tonight, and the snow reflect the moonlight, so I can see everything here in the forest. I could walk for hours without any problems. It is really beautiful, really magic. Here he is. It is not full moon, but bright enough that I can see magically everything here in the forest. My top also got a snow sugar cover. Maybe in the night or tomorrow it will snow again, it would be great. So I had this dream to walk into a forest without snow and build my camp without snow, go to bed and wake up in the next morning and everything is covered with a lot of snow. This would be great. Good morning. Yesterday I had the wish to sleep into the forest without snow and wake up and it is all covered with snow. So we had already yesterday snow, but in this night there comes much more snow. And my diamond construction of the tarp is not big enough. So with the wind, the snow falls direct here in front of my tarp, and this is always the side where my face is. So I sleep always with the face to the open part. And this has the reason that I wake up this night because I had the snow in my face. So it is again all covered here with snow. My sleeping bag is wet. And I just lay the whole night like this, like a baby. And because of this I had a lot of backache, so it hurts. My bones hurt. Okay, but wake up in this great landscape with the snow. I will do it again and again and again, also when I had a bad night. So nobody can buy this with money. It is amazing. Here you can see what happened this night. The snow falls here in the front part of the top and fall at the sleeping bag, and here was my head this night, so it was covered with snow. And this part of the top are also covered with a lot of snow, so the top come inside, and I had not enough space between the sleeping bag and the top, and this has the reason that it is colder than normal because there is no air to heat between those two parts. This was a little bit bad this time. Normally I prefer sleeping in this tarp construction, but today it was not the right decision. Breakfast is today also simple. I have roasted apple. It is a little bit too dark because I had it too long over the amber, but I can put the cover away and then I can eat it. it is time to leave. Okay, I have to go home now. It was really beautiful. I could stay there for 2 days longer. Such a winter wonderland is always beautiful and I love to be outside in the snow. But I have to go. I hope you like this video. When you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are not a subscriber yet, here is the subscribe button. So if you click there, you will never miss one of my videos. So stay tuned. We see us again in the next video. Have a great time. Bye bye.